Well, Ed, we've known each other for years, and since I've known you, you've lost a third of yourself. And that's been a real inspiration and challenge to people. Why did you decide to lose the weight? And then what's going to be some things that could help others that want to make some of those changes as well?
Well, it's funny. It's one of the most common questions I'm asked now, which makes me a little uncomfortable because I don't think I'm an expert. I'm still a guy struggling. I want to lose 50 more pounds. And so I don't know. I'm not Richard Simmons jumping around in a pair of shorts with a high-pitched voice saying, "Ooh, let's do it." But I get asked it a lot. And so, but how did it happen? It was, I guess, a couple of years ago. I was with my daughter at Disneyland. I was out there speaking at I was at I think it was a Foursquare event, so we stayed over a day. I brought my daughter along, stayed over a day, and so we waited 45 minutes in a line at Disneyland to get on this ride. I don't remember the ride. And I get up there, and at the time I was 358 pounds, 360 pounds about. And so we get in the ride, 45 minutes, wonderful daughter, love my kids. And so we get up there, and I sit in the ride, and I can't close it.
Oh, no.
Doesn't fit.
Oh.
And so the guy comes by, and they try to push on it, and it just doesn't fit. I'm mortified. I'm embarrassed. And by the way, people always say, what should I say to a fat person to help them lose weight? And the answer is nothing. They already know. And so I didn't need to know. Someone got to me and say, "You're overweight." Of course, I knew that. I lived that every day. And here I was, stuck, right? And so, I fly in airplanes a lot. I have to use extensions, that kind of stuff. So I just was there, and I said, something just switched. I had just, the week before, I had started, I had been diagnosed with sleep apnea. I mean, nothing serious, but I had a long time. But my wife says I snore a lot. I don't know. I don't know if I'm snoring. I'm just sleeping. And so they gave me this mask to wear at night. And I hate it. It's like one of those alien face huggers on your face, and and the doctor said, well, if you lose weight, it might stop. And so I got that. I sat down with, I forget the time frame, but a guy named Junior Hill is a very famous evangelist.
Yeah.
And he's lost all these weight. So we had dinner just recently, and he told me how. And I was like, well, so all these three things kind of came together, and I just, what, I'm going to do that. And so I went out to the store, and I bought an elliptical, because one of the things for me is I can't, and this may help people, I don't know, I hate jogging. I know some people love jogging. To me, it's just a useless waste of an hour running around in circles. But if I could get an elliptical, and I set it up, right, I got my Mac over here, and I got my magazines here, and I've got, so I got a TV in the background,
right.
And I could do that. And so for an hour, I call it the hour of power. People mock me because I put on Twitter, I'm up on the elliptical for the hour of power. It's got nothing to do with a TV program. It all has to do with I'm trying to work through these issues. So I try to about 5 days a week, an hour each day. I didn't start there; it was about 20 minutes at first. And I'll read, I'll watch TV, watch the news, things of that sort. And so I started then, and I lost, started working out, over those years. And I ate less. People ask what the secret. And it's really, there's not a secret. It's just eating less and exercising more.
Right.
And so and I tried something. I actually hurt myself about 2 or 3 months ago. I was actually not able to exercise for months, which was, I never thought I would miss exercise because I hated it. But I hurt myself. I started this P90X thing and ended up with costochondritis from inflaming some cartilage or something. And so I had to go off it for a little while. But back at it now. And for me, it's just, I'm 43 years of age. I've been big my whole life. And I wanted to see my girls grow up. I want to walk them down the aisle. I want to see grandkids, and I want to make as much difference for the cause of Christ as I can. And so, what I would say is, I think everyone can lose weight. I really do think that, because it's not. It's simple math, right? It's eat less, exercise more. But that's I never am the guy who says, well, it's easy, because it wasn't. If it was easy, I would have done it 50 times. The 50 times I tried before.
Right.
So people ask me what was the difference, and I don't know. The only thing I can think of is the convergence of these factors in my life, and a desire to move ahead in some areas physically, was a part of it. And now, and I know this sounds a little creepy, now I enjoy it. I love getting an elliptical. There's a certain, I don't know, maybe it's an endorphin thing. I don't know what it is. But I enjoy it and looking forward to it. And actually, I'm telling you, when those 2.5, 3 months was there, I just felt that I had to take some medicine that made me just, feel bloated and all this kind of stuff and not exercising. It was like, I miss this. And so all those people, all those years who say, oh, I love exercising, that as a out of shape person, I used to think that's just weird. I became one of those. Now, mind you, I got a long ways to go. And I start where I finish. I got a long ways to go. But it's a lifetime of me trying and seeking to be healthy and to be healthier, because I think ultimately it's a stewardship issue. You know, it's a body of Christ, not a cathedral, and you know, and I wanted to, I wanted to for my, my body, this temple, right, the temple that I have, to be a better steward of it, and still not there, still work towards it, but that's kind of the inspiration that got it and the journey we went on.
That's great.